Hi everyone, Namaste. On the behalf of Sri Aurobindo Society, I Papri welcome you all in today's video. Today I'm going to talk about on an interesting activity that is compiled by the most successful and innovative platform of India, ZIIEI, that is Zero Investment Innovation for Education Initiatives. Today's idea is developed by the innovative teachers of UP Board for subject English, class 2nd, chapter number 4. Chapter name is My Body, and the idea that we are going to implement today is known as WordC. So the innovation of this idea is to enhance students' creative thinking skill while they expresses their thoughts outrightly, which leads to self-learning. In this idea, students will get engaged in the process of learning in a playful manner. The time limit for this idea is about 20 minutes. Now there are some pre-arrangements that the educator need to make, like arrange an empty box, arrange a picture card of glass full of water, a colorful chart paper for wrapping the box, 30 blank slips, paper slips. This 30 number depends upon the strength of the class, tape and safety scissor, and last but not the least is the picture card of eyes. Now there are two sections for implementing this idea, that is building and revision. So let's talk about the building section. The teacher entered the classroom with the waste box to initiate the discussion on the word C. Inform the students that today they will be doing an interesting activity which is known as word C by using this box to attain their curiosity in the class. Now there are some leading questions that the educator need to ask for building the idea of word C. Now the educator shows the picture of the glass full of water and asks the students that what they can see in this picture. Student may respond by saying that it's a picture of a water, or they can say that it's a picture of a glass that has water in it. Now the next question can be, have you seen more water rather than in this picture? So they may respond by saying, yeah, we have seen water in home. We do have a water in our water bottle, in tanks, in jug, and some other responses, except all the responses. Now ask next question that can you mention a name that acquires a huge source of water that you haven't mentioned in the above question. So students may reply by saying that yeah, it can be river, pond, lake or sea. So inform students that where we find a huge amount of water is called sea. Now ask the question that do you understand by the term word sea? The students may respond by saying a place where we find many words or a sea of words or a collection of words together is known as word sea. Inform students that they will be using this box and termed it as a word sea, and will ask and teacher asks the leading question to initiate the activity. Like what can we done to what can we do to this box to make it more attractive or beautiful? Student may respond by saying that we can decorate this box. After decoration, the educator writes the name word C on the box. Now the educator put the box on the table and asks some questions to initiate the discussion on vocabulary and naming words by displaying the picture card of eyes. Now some leading questions are that what can you see in this picture? The student may reply by saying that it's a picture of eyes. Now the next question will be that what is the color of this eye? The student may reply by saying that it's a color of black or blue or other colors. Then educator asks the question like what do we call the eyes in Hindi? Student may respond by saying that in Hindi we used to say aankh, and for the English term we used to say eyes. So inform students that the eyes are also a part of a body which perform a definite function, and it helps us in seeing things. Conclude by saying that now they will be doing an activity with this box in the class. Now here's building section is over. Now we start with the revision section. Now, first of all, ensure that the reading of the story, building and explanation of the various concepts have been already done in the class before start with the word C activity. Now, educator will write all the possible body part name from the chapter on the board. Now, educator distribute all the blank paper slips among the students and initiate the activity by giving the following instructions to the students, like select one word from the board and write that word in your slip. And here educator can ask students to use different word other than their friends are using, so they can have more words for the discussion in the activity. Now ask them to fold their slips and put it in the word C box. Educator will ask one student to come front in front of the table and pick one slip from the box. Instruct them to say the word that is written on the slip and frame a short sentence using that word. For example, student 1 he picks up the slip that has the name legs on it. Then the student will loudly say that word in the class, that is legs, and state the associated concept that is related to that word by framing a sentence. Like the student can say that legs helps us in walking. So student will say in this sentence, legs are the noun and walking is the action word. So educator will ask rest of the students to ask question related to that word to clear their doubts. Now repeat this activity with all the students until they get the chance to perform in the activity. Now appreciate students for using more words from the lesson and describe them. Conclude that in this way student will learn new words related to the lesson in a playful manner. Now there are some learning outcomes that can be achieved in this lesson, and those are: respond to the comprehension question related to the story or poem in home language, English language or sign language orally and in writing by using short sentences. Next is expresses one's opinion verbally and asks question about the character, storyline and etc. in English or home language. Now there are some points that need to be remembered, that this story is suggested to be taught as per the syllabus guidelines. Inclusion of learning outcome of EVS facilitates an integrated approach to the learning, while students get to know about the work of different body parts. Student may discuss and then write different words in their individual slip. Make sure that a discipline of the class is maintained while performing the activity. Ensure that every student get the chance to participate. As NCF 2005 firmly believed that every child comes with some pre-knowledge thinking. So thus this idea helps in gauging the pre-knowledge of the student. Now if we talk about the values that can be imparted while teaching this lesson, that is the core life skill that is included are critical thinking, creative thinking and effective communication skill. Now the values that can be touched upon are patience, persisting in a course of action, acceptance, having an objective attitude towards other idea, politeness, using good manners, acting in a social acceptable ways, respect, that is showing consideration for the worth of someone's or something. Now, there are some benefits for using this idea for the children with special needs, CWSN, and these are choosing words from the poem and the story, write them on the chart, picking up a slip and related that word to the lesson would enhance their memory. This activity will help especially ADHD child in improving their attention span. This activity will also help slow learners and the person who is having learning disability to sharpen their memory by learning and doing the activity. So that's all for today video. Hope you will implement this idea in your class. If you do like the video, don't forget to give a big thumbs up. And if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe our channel and click the bell icon for all the future notifications of our videos. And if you are in Facebook, you can also like our Facebook page that is named with the Sri Aurobindo Society, ZIIEI. And you can also download the innovative Pathshaala app from the Play Store. Thank you.